Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
everyone. I'm Yatish Kuril, founder of Kuril Founder Based School. We are based out in Mumbai, and today we have our faculty, Professor Dr. Brajesh Kumar. He is a senior faculty and having more than 25 years plus of experience in various areas. So, to begin with today discussion, I would like to welcome Professor Brajesh Kumar and let us know about yourself more. What I am missing out and about talk about your programs, how student can take the benefit of that and develop the skill and capability, and what are the takeaways and why they should come to your program. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Professor Kuril. Uh, as he has introduced, my name is Brajesh Kumar. I have been teaching for almost 25 plus years. And I have not only taught to the undergraduate students, postgraduate students, and doctoral level students, but also I have been engaged for more than 1.5 decades in training in CTIs. Uh, Vis-a-vis, I have attempted to do certain research work for the government and some consultancy assignments for public sector undertakings and state governments and central governments. I have attained a good number of years of experience in the field of data analytics, project management, risk estimation, and computational econometrics. Basically, I'm a student of computational econometrics, and I have handled various softwares, open softwares, plus paid softwares, and applied various econometric techniques for doing data handling, data analysis, data munching, and other things. In continuation of this, I have been to various committees of the government and done some uh, good assignments for the central government and state governments. I'll talk about the program which I have floated with the KFBS. And there are two programs which I'm offering. One program is related to project management, and another program is related to business analytics. Initially, I'll be talking about the project management. This project management is, let me zoom this screen so that you'll be able to see. As you all know, that there are a standard difference between project and operations. Every activity which we do can be termed as a project, but it it has some difference with the operations. Like wherever uncertainty is there, there is a time bound exercise, and it is carrying a unique activity or a unique task can be termed as a project, whereas the operations are related to your predictability. For example, if you want to move to uh, a new pension scheme from an old pension scheme, then it can be termed as a project. But if you want to work out whether the contingencies fund is to be utilized in some context, pay and allowances, then it can be termed as an operations. Likewise, there could be many more examples which we explore. You all know that project management is one of the most populous program, a populous area uh, globally. There is two international bodies which regularly conducts program on this, and they give certifications also. One is your Project Management Institute. Another one is a kind of association, International Project Management Association, IPMA. To get certification from these bodies, you are expected to have a good number of uh, learning and hands-on practice in the field of projects. Like 36 PDUs are mandatory for renewal of the certifications. In our program is somehow different to what other institutions are offering to. Like in most of the institutes, if you go with the project management and project and risk management, you will find they talk about the private companies or the corporate areas related projects. Certain institutions talks about government projects, but my program is offering you not only to have a corporate exposure but also a government exposure. You all will appreciate this, that these days we are talking about the public private partnership, and you all know that the objective of private bodies is to earn money to gain profit, whereas the objective of public body, government, is to facilitate welfare to the citizens of the country. And there are two bodies which has got a different objective, different goals, and you want to optimize and you want to attain an equilibrium position between two bodies. How under public private partnership a project is implemented and project is run, that is one of the uniqueness of this program. Vis-a-vis, you all know that uh, in project there are three important factors which acts as a constraint, like cost, schedule, and a scope. And a perfect balance of these constraints will lead you to attain quality. So how cost is to be minimized and how maximum scope could be covered given the limited time period, that is what the learning which is required in the project management. And whenever you talk about the cost, schedule, or the time or the scope, these things carry certain amount of risk. For example, if you want to increase a time factor, then you'll have to do some certain compromise with the other factors. Like if you are willing to increase time, cost will increase. If you are willing to increase or reduce the cost, your scope will go above the targeted level. So the balancing between these three constraints is the key to the project management. And this is what you will be learning in this program, how to manage it given two different natured objectives for a private body and for a public body, meaning here by government. So public private partnership is one. And in a government project, how a project is to be managed. You all know that if it is an infrastructure related project, for example, generating electricity, you are planning to set up a hydel power plant. If you'll go with the financial appraisal, it takes more than 100 years to achieve whatever you will be investing it. So does financial appraisal is important in an infrastructure related project, or economic appraisal is important? So those things will be the key learning. There are various techniques which we always find in this domain uh, to understand the risk and risk estimation, risk analysis in the subject. These techniques are very popular: sensitivity analysis, scenario analysis. Most of the DPRs, if you'll see, they are carrying either sensitivity analysis or scenario analysis. There are very few project reports DPRs, where you will find application of Monte Carlo analysis, which is usually done in most of the World Bank projects. A big projects which is to be done, it will never be justified without having an analysis of Monte Carlo. This program will help you in not only learning the traditional method of risk analysis, that is your sensitivity and scenario, but also the contemporary practice of uh, applying Monte Carlo simulations. As you all know, that every risk carries certain defined distribution pattern. Those who are not having an exposure to the distribution functions, this program will help you in learning these standard 14 distribution functions, where these distribution functions could be applied in which type of risk parameters. That is the key learning which you will find in the risk management component of this program, project management. These are the unique curriculum feature which I am sharing with you. But in regard to the eligibility of this program, any professional, whether they are carrying any past exposure in this field or they do not carry any past exposure, uh, and they are aiming to handle projects and its related issues, can join this program. Minimum qualification which is expected to have is a person must have a graduation degree or post graduation degree, who want to upgrade the skills in the field of project and risk management. Any fresher who is aiming to have a career in project management can also join. Reason being, there are some topic which we'll be touching up related to the Six Sigma. You all know that how much money earned by a project manager or a Six Sigma certified people. So they can make their career by doing this program, uh, even if they are at a fresher level. Individuals who intend to help their clients in the concept of project and risk management, uh, for the sake of gaining knowledge and exposure to the field, they are also welcome. Any officers or executives serving in the public or public-private partnership or in a corporate bodies are also eligible to join this program. And participants who wish to apply for any organizations which require a specific skills for handling projects and risk analysts or risk managers, they are also going to benefit after doing this program. So this is what the eligibility aspect is. I'll be talking about some key features which is learning or a takeaway from this program. First is your all topics will carry videos with the transcripts, and there are certain standard literature which will be shared with you through the portal. And s- every topic will carry some assignments and which will be peer reviewed, and we'll be seeking feedback from the group or from the batch. Quizzes are the standard practice which we follow for self-assessment purpose, whether you have understood the topic well or not. Certificates will be of a shareable in nature, so which you can share it with any of the repositories. And few sessions will be of live classes, few sessions will be of recorded sessions. If you are missing any live classes, then you can revisit the portal and attend the recorded video sessions. In all, the training will be based upon, or the learning will be based upon the virtual classroom environment. The curriculum which has been designed has got an endorsement from the industry experts and the government experts. Uh, Most of the topics will be covered by me. There will be certain topics for which it will be wise to listen from the horse's mouth. So experienced faculty will be engaged, and vis-a-vis, you will have a 24 cross 7 online support for any doubt clarification, if you will be having, you can get it clarified through the streaming or the blogging component from the portal. We'll be talking about what you will learn from this program. Point wise, if I talk, the first is you will have an immersive understanding of the practices and skills which is needed to achieve the success in the entry level uh, role of the project management. You will be learning how to create effective project documentation and artifacts throughout the various phases of a project. You will also learn the foundations of agile project management plus waterfall project management with a focus on implementing scrum events with and understanding the rules of the scrums events. We'll be attempting to define the project's scope and will write a project plan, how to write a successful project plan, and how to do project scheduling, and how to build the work breakdown structure of in the project scheduling. In addition, you will be gaining the knowledge of preparation of budgeting of the project. Plus, you will understand the stages of the life cycle of the project, and you will gain an understanding on what risk is and what are the range of dependencies that a risk uh, may rely on for the successful execution or implementation of the project. Then you will another learning which you will be carrying is you listing and describing the risk assessment techniques, and uh, these techniques will help you in refining your decision making process. We'll be introducing to three categories of controls as well as six steps of risk management framework, which is an additional component which you do not find in most of the programs which is offered at other institutes. The andragogy will be a mix of uh, your in the two philosophy, heutagogy and andragogy. I don't call it a pedagogy because I'm going to deal with the adult learners, and they require more of a participative learning with the use of presentations, videos, quizzes, exercise, and case studies. We'll have a good discussion during live classes on almost every topic which we will be touching upon within this program. So that way, our exchange of learning or knowledge philosophy is completely different to other institutes. At most of the places, you will find a pedagogical culture, but we'll have an andragogical and heutagogical culture. The duration of the program, we have set it as 40 hours, though it is flexible. We'll be conducting it usually from Monday to Friday, but um, if uh, you are missing during the working days, then we will be conducting in weekend days also. So that way, this is a flexible program. However, missing the live classes, you can attend the recorded classes anytime, 24 cross 7. As I have mentioned, that the curriculum has been designed from experts, endorsement, and we will be having some uh, additional faculty who are PMP certified trainers. There are some additional features with this program, that is the course material, which is complementary for you, which you can use it throughout the life. There is no time bound access to the course material, and this is complementary. 24 cross 7 online support I have already talked about. So this what the uniqueness of this program. There are some skills which you will be gaining. If I start jotting down, from budget estimation, change management, organization culture, planning, procurement, project, project charter, project management, project planning, risk estimation, risk management, scheduling, stakeholders management, strategic thinking, and task estimations. These are the skills which you will be gaining while doing this program. This is a brief look of the curriculum which we'll be covering it. We'll talk about the theoretical framework for managing the project, where we'll be introducing agile projects and waterfall projects. And we'll be talking about the process of project management, and we'll discuss on the issues in project management. I would like to highlight here, as and when I'm talking about project, it doesn't mean it is only the corporate project or the private funded project. It is inclusive of the government project and the public-private partnership projects. You will find a great distinction between these three natured organizations project in terms of life cycle, in terms of part and CPM, critical path method, and a decision tree analysis. We'll be also talking about the utility theory applications in project management, plus the analytic hierarchy process selections. Project viability and resource labeling and constant is another important topic, where how to allocate physical resources and human resources to make the project viable to be completed within the stipulated time period. Risk management is an additional feature of this program, which most of the project management courses merely touches upon what risk is, but we'll be talking in depth on the risk management and risk analysis, risk estimations, plus two IT tools will be employed in this program, which will be a learning for you. One is your Oracle Crystal Ball, with which we'll be doing Monte Carlo simulations, how to do Monte Carlo simulations using this software or tool. Another is we will be using Project Libre, which is an open source software for which you do not require any purchase or investment in the procurement of software. And with this tool, we'll be doing work breakdown structure learning, resource scheduling, uh, then we'll be doing Gantt charting and other important components of project management. Now, you all appreciate that the taxation system in the country had changed. When you are importing a project from abroad, uh, does taxes gets applied on that or not? We have a GST now. Earlier, we used to have a different kind of taxation system. So we'll touch upon the indirect taxation component on the import of projects. When you do mm, project analysis, the taxation component on the importing, it also influences your budgeting and the budget planning. So we'll touch upon this also, which you will not find in any other program offered by other institutions. This is what the brief which I have talked upon on the professional certification in project management. Now, I would like to highlight the another program which is offered mm, on KFBS. That is your uh, on business analytics. If you look at these days advertisements, you'll find most of the institutions are offering analytics course, data science course, artificial intelligence course, money laundering, and this machine learning courses. These are the buzzwords. But in all these programs, what you will find, they are using data, whether it is a real-time data or a live data or a stored data. Their data is mostly used for learning from the corporate side. like they are using LinkedIn data, they are using Twitter data, they are using uh, Iris data. And you will find that institution A, institution B, C, and so on, their coding pattern is more or less same. Our program is completely different to the programs which is offered from other institutions. For example, we are going to use data for from government, how to analyze policy, how to analyze government schemes, how to analyze different welfare programs which is offered by the government. The data is of that, and we'll be trying to connect it with the different statistical tools and techniques which is usually applied in the field of data science. This analytics program is carrying two, three components. First one, where you will be learning the elementary mathematical and statistical concepts. You will be brushing up these two. And another component is there are some open source software which is used, programming language which is used in analytics, like R and Python. We will be not ensuring you that we can make you a master in Python and R in 40 hours, but we'll be using intermediary level program like Orange, where you do not require any coding skill. It is an open source software. Mere drag and drop will help you in learning this. Similarly, Tableau is another program which we'll be using to understand the data visualization, whether you are willing to do a scatter plotting or heat mapping or another box plot and similar natured graphing techniques. Plus, you will be also learning how to apply the concept of measures of central tendency and measures of variability in other domain to understand the numbered or the digital information uh, which comes in most of the Financial Times or Economic Times newspapers. So you'll be able to connect with the statistical techniques with the terminologies or indicators which is of relevance to us. Plus, you will also learn not only the cross-sectional data analysis, but also time series data analysis and the panel data analysis. These are three important format of data which we always come across. And where to apply causative analysis technique and where to apply a relative analysis technique, these things you will be learning. As you all know that the business analytics or the data analytics subject is carrying four important approaches. One is your descriptive approach, another is your diagnostic approach, you have a predictive approach, and then you have a perspective approach. So this program is going to cover all these four areas, which will be helpful for you in not only gaining the skills, tools, and techniques, but also you will have a you will get oriented with the uh, data set which is usually available for not only for the academic purpose but also for the program evaluation purpose and the policy evaluation purpose. There are certain research organizations, they hire people from this with these expertise, with these skills, and you will have a career there if you will be having exposure to Tableau, Python, R, uh, Minitab, Orange. So these are the key strengths of the business analytics program. As usual, like the last program which I said of a project management, this program is also uh, mm, a virtual classroom training program where which is of a 40 hours duration. Live classes will be there, plus recorded classes will be there, and uh, some practical hands-on exercise will be also done on the weekends. Rest of the pedagogy is same, which I have talked about, related to the project management. I think I have introduced this program. Uh, if if you'll be joining this program, there will be a value for money. The program cost fees is available on the uh, website of KF Business School, and which you can access it and you can join this program. This is a flexible nature program. The entire program will be covered within 40 hours, both the programs. And if you do project management program, there's for PMI certificate renewal, you require 36 PDUs. With this 40 PDUs, you can show that you have covered those requirements, and you can get your PMI certificates renewed. You become eligible for a renewal of your PMI certification. So this is what the uniqueness of this program. Professor Puri?
Yes, sir. So I think you very well said about the procedure and detail about the program. I hope the students who are going to be watching and who are going to see this program can get benefited from a lot of areas from your experience and practical learning and developing capability. So I hope students should visit our website, Kuril Founders B School website, and can search more details and get connected with admission department so that they can take admission and go for this programs. So once again, I thanks Dr. Brajesh, Professor Dr. Brajesh Kumar sir, and thank you for valuable time. And thanks for coming online live show. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.